Hey guys, it's been a while. How are the kids? Are they getting ganked by bottomless box glitchers and undead bird? Because I know I've been. Anyways, today we're going to talk about the next covenant, which you can get to. Well, technically, you can get to the Grave Lord servants, but that's a mother bitch at a low soul level. So we're going to talk about the Forest Hunters. Now, this is probably everybody's least favorite covenant, uh, and where I get those statistics from, right out my ass. But this is every single time you go in the forest at any soul level and you're in human form, you're going to be invaded, and more than likely, you're going to be double teamed. And yeah, you know, there's nothing you can do about that besides playing offline. Anyways, when you go in the forest, there are two ways. There are three ways to get to. Excuse me. There are three ways to get to the NPC that allows you to join this covenant. One is to go a long way around, through some crystal golems and a hydra, and then from there, the path splits. You can go through three Cheshire cats who roll the shit out of you, or you can go along, through a forest full of fucking treants and mushroom daddies, or you can farm up 20,000 souls, buy the crest of Artoris, fuck whatever his name is, from Andre the Blacksmith, and you can take a direct shortcut through the level. Then you have to deal with some Forest Hunter NPCs. Anywho, enough about the bitching about the forest, which is a cool level, by the way. It's just a mother bitch to navigate, unless you know what you're doing, really. You talk to this cat in a window, and the first thing she asks you to do is to she asks if you're going after the legend of Orators. Somebody has to tell me in the comments how to pronounce that. But she asks you if you're going after his legend, and she tells you it's just a myth. It's just nobody can walk in the abyss. At this point, you might not know what the abyss is, so you're like, sure, whatever. And she tells you, abandon your mission of grave robbing the dude, and the only way to join the covenant is to say, okay, okay. If you say no, that counts as a betrayal to the covenant. And you can't join again unless you go to Oswald the Pardoner. Sorry, I have a sore face. Anywho, she'll ask you again if you want to join. And once you join, you won't be invaded anymore, thank God. You will become a part of the Forest Hunter Covenant. She'll give you a ring that is a really neat ring, and it lets you queue up for PvP. Of course, it's forest PvP, which more than likely means whenever you spawn in, there will be people camping, but more on that later. And the interesting thing about this covenant is pretty straightforward. Once you join an NPC named Shiva of the East and his bodyguard, who's an invisible ninja faggot, they both spawn. You can talk to them. If you attempt to talk to the ninja, then you can get some extra dialogue from Shiva, but it's not very much. But what is important about Shiva is that later on, when you get to Blighttown, he will be down in the swamp and he will sell you all the easy mode weapons for dexterity, which means Ushikatana, the washing pole, demon great machete, although that's not technically, you would want more strength than dexterity, and basically all this good equipment. You kill his bodyguard, you can get the ninja flip ring, aka the ring that everybody at soul level 120 uses in the killing of the first flame. But this isn't a PvP build or anything like that. It's just discussing the covenants. interestingly enough, when you get high enough rank, I think it's rank 2 or something, and you talk to Alvina, she displays some suspicions about Shiva. What could this possibly mean? Does she think that he's going to betray them somewhere along the line? Or does it mean that she thinks that he's using them for an ulterior motive? Now, if you notice, if you talk to Shiva, he will say something along the lines of he collects weapons that he gets from killing people in the forest. Something like that. And he sells them to you, obviously. What if, just what if, he was after the great sword of Artioris? Again, you're going to have to tell me how to pronounce that. What if he was after that, but he got thwarted by Sif, and instead he decided to join the Forest Hunters and just get whatever weapons he could from that. That's speculation, but it doesn't really go any deeper than she displaying slight mistrust in Shiva. He seems pretty loyal for a dude who's obviously just fighting in the forest for loot. Basically, he's a Patches, but who's not a dick. He seems pretty loyal, because when you kill him, he's like, you'll pay for this, you dickhead. Basically. And another interesting thing, a lot of NPCs that are part of Covenants, if you attack them or whatever, I don't know, because most NPCs don't move. If you attack him or his bodyguard in Blighttown and he kills you, then he won't disappear even though you betrayed the Covenant. He will reappear in the forest, and he'll permanently reappear there and try to kill you every time you go kill him. I mean, eventually you'll win because you're fucking immortal, video game logic, but I thought that was pretty cool. He doesn't just abandon the forest. He seeks out revenge against you. Now, the way to play the Forest Hunter, 2 ways that I've thought of. One, traditional, you just invade the shit out of everybody who comes in the forest, and after you kill them, you do the face. You're just a forest dick, and that's why nobody likes the forest people. Also, never bow, and if you see the host bowing, you backstab him, because you're a forest dick, alright? If you see a fucking dork moon or a dick wraith, you also kill them, because that's your forest, goddammit. And if you get the Chandler's Trident, you buff up other forest fandoms, because hey, I just ran into a dude doing that today, by the way, and I decided to just run and try my luck with Sif boss fight. Some damn good tea. Well, and then the second way I could think of is kind of heresy towards your Covenant, although it doesn't really count. You put your white soapstone down in the forest as a forest hunter, and you deliver the intruders straight to the boss. You don't try to dick around. If you see he's trying to farm the forest, you just leave. But that's a nicer way to play the forest hunter. You're gonna roleplay or whatever. You're gonna be a fucking Robin Hood. You're not going to just attack this dickhead for no reason. You're going to help him get to the boss, but you're not gonna fight your own kind. Those are the 2 ways I've thought of. If you think of any more, and if you want to add on to this Covenant, it's kind of one of the more straightforward Covenants. There's no speculation other than why Alvina mistrusts I forgot his name now. Shiva, yeah. And that's all for this video. I'll see you guys in the next one, which will either be Path of the Dragons, which is my favorite fucking Covenant in the game, or the Servants of Chaos. Later.